So a close game sees Indiana take this one. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
For Clark Kellogg and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Brand Player of the Game.
Tonight's game marks your first career double-double. Do you view this game as a stepping-off point in your career?
Absolutely. I want to grow with every game that I play. My teammates made it so easy for me tonight. After a game like this, I feel like I can do anything. Man, I love the NBA. You heard?
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Milwaukee as the Bucks take it to the hardwood at the Bradley Center. 2K Sports and the NBA welcomes you to our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Danny Granger and Tyler Hansbrough make up the forwards. Jones is out there with Collison and Hibbert. And for Milwaukee, Jennings and Salmon's in the backcourt. Mba Amute is down low with Hogan and Maggette. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Skiles. And Doris, what did he have to say?
Well, Kevin, he told me that he believes it will be their defensive effort that wins the game for them today. He said if we harass them coming up the floor, stay tight, get a hand in their face when the shot goes up, this game is ours. He's confident in their defensive prowess. We'll see, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doris. So defense is the key early on.
You know, it's not surprising, Kevin, when you think about the great team. So much of their game planning really starts at the defensive end of the floor.
Brandon Jennings, the former National High School Player of the Year, over 35 points a game as a senior.
And he took an interesting route for him to get to the NBA. I mean, he was scheduled to go to college at Arizona, then decided to play overseas in Rome.
Guarded by Crawford. Back to Maggette. Over Jones. It's blocked. This Bucs squad we're seeing tied the Heat for third best defensive efficiency in the NBA last season.
Yeah, well, Scott Skiles had them playing terrific defense last season. Kevin, you mentioned what a job he did anchoring that Bulls team, and I thought Bogut really showed tremendous defensive improvement. And then Mbah a Moute, although undersized at the...
And he slams it home. Here's the replay on the Sprite Slam Cam.
That's why he's got the reputation as one of the NBA's great rebounders, because of putbacks like that.
Well, that's what we've become accustomed to when he gets in position under the glass like that. Crawford dishes to Collison. Takes it up, hangs and hits. Collison's got his first basket.
What an acrobatic finish. I love the dunk, but you got to give it up for that kind of layup.
Bogut, Hansbrough defending. Now Mbah a Moute. Maggette outside. Salmon's up top for three. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And there's Bogut. That's good on the assist from Mbah a Moute. Bogut's got 6.
They're really giving them all they can handle here. The defense is having a hard time keeping up.
Here's Crawford. Cannot hit. And the Bucs going the other way right now. And playing the Pacers here for the second time. Jennings against Collison. Jennings passes to Maggette. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
He's been a go-to guy for him here in the quarter. He's doing an outstanding job putting the ball in the basket.
Pacers trail by 8. Crawford outside. Left side Collison. Tipped. Here's Granger. Throws it down.
Plays like that are what makes this league so great. He's a special player.
I don't care if you're a fan of another team. You have to admire someone, Clark, who can make those types of plays. Mbah a Moute with it. Maggette outside. Bogut. He's against Hansbrough. Just 4 to shoot. Now Crawford. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto.
Boy, when you run the fast break correctly, it's a thing of beauty.
Here is Jennings. About 6.5 minutes left in the first. Bogut backing him down. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Andrew Bogut had the best season of his career last season, Clark.
Yeah, he sure did. I mean, the improvement took place at both ends of the floor. He upped his scoring average and out of nowhere became a pretty huge shot blocking presence.
Pacers trail by 6. Here's Crawford, averaging 18 points a game. And here's Hansbrough. Here's Collison. And again, it's Indiana converting. Here's Jennings. 4-point game. Guarded by Crawford. Jennings kicks to Bogut. It's back to Jennings. Collison against Salmons. 3 on the clock. And stolen by Granger.
Things got jammed up near the rim, and that left a golden opportunity for the steal. Great D leads to easy offense.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They did a lot of things right. An awful lot was done right, especially at the offensive end. I thought they did a nice job exploiting every possession. They were smart with the ball, and they really looked very fluid. Nothing was forced.
Bogut backing him down, tosses it up. Jones snatches it inside. Indiana trailing here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
You know, that's what you would have to call, Kevin, a momentum-building win. It gives a team a platform to launch onto to something better in the future. It's just a glimpse of the potential of this team.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Hey, he can hit from that range. I think he missed that one, but the defense is going to want to tighten up on him out there.
Here is Hansbrough, covered by Bogut. 18 feet away. Hansbrough misses.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot it.
Jennings with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Miami. Over Crawford. Jennings with the bucket. Jennings has got 6.
Nice screen to set up the J. Excellent offensive execution right there.
Crawford against Jennings. Deflects the pass. Here's Jones. The shot, no good. And the Bucks going the other way right now. And here's Mbah a Moute. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. And Maggette backs down. Sinks it from about 9 feet out. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Well, he's really been big for their team, finding a way to consistently get it done on the scoreboard.
Here's Granger. Maggette is on it.
Really not enough defensive pressure there to force that miss. He's got to be disappointed.
Granger against Jennings. And Granger comes over to help. Deflected. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Jones. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
Jennings kicks to Salmons. Over Crawford. Kept alive. Bogut. And he drops it in on the layup. Bogut's got 10.
Boy, this is fun to watch. This guy is putting on a show right now. He's making it look really easy.
Now Crawford. He's got 6. He's guarded by Jennings. The 10-footer. Collison, no good.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
Corey Maggette on the wing. Granger covering. Here's Jennings. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. You know, watching the Bucks, you talk about Coach Scott Skiles and what he thinks of this young kid. He says he's a pretty quick study.
Yeah, he is.
Here is Douglas Roberts, coming off a solid outing against Miami.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
Ford passes to Crawford. Covered by Douglas Roberts. Jennings against Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crawford's shot is good.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Here's Jennings. It's right outside. And that's off as he tries to beat the buzzer. The first quarter has ended and both teams have been lighting it up. The Bucks on top, leading by... Now the second quarter about to start. Here's Red. 9 points last game. Clark, the Pacers just could not find a way to win on the road. What were they, 9-32?
9-32, Kevin. The second worst road record in the East. And they really struggled in enemy territory, in part because they never established themselves as a defensive team, and they had some injuries as well.
Maggette out there with Sanders. Then it's CDR and Jennings. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Now let's check in with the third member of our crew, Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, who's the fastest player in the NBA? A lot of names get thrown around. Aaron Brooks, Monte Ellis, Derrick Rose. But if you ask Darren Collison, he's not too shy about who he thinks is the fastest. He said, I definitely think I'm the fastest. It's in his DNA, guys. Both of his parents ran track. He can definitely fly.
You said it, Doris. Thanks. So it's Indiana now. Corey Maggette picking up that last basket. And Clark for the Pacers the season before left. The same story. They were also the second Worst team in the East on the road.
And it goes back to the inability to defend effectively and consistently, Kevin. That's where it happens. You've got to defend if you're going to win on the road. Turnovers were a problem, too.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Indiana. The Pacers finished last season at 32-50, not really in the playoff mix as the season wrapped up.
No, it was over fairly early for the Pacers as far as the playoffs go, and they did a little better against the Eastern Conference opponents, however, 23-29.
Crawford passes to Hibbert. Back to Crawford. Tipped away. Hibbert kicks to Crawford. Goes up. Kept alive. He shoots again. Granger against Spaghetti. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
You can simply tell, Kevin, I mean, they want the ball more right now.
And Clark, sometimes it just comes down to who wants it more.
It makes all the difference, Kevin. Tenacity, persistence, going after the ball. And that's what we're seeing here so far.
Douglas Roberts' shot is off.
You can't D up a layup any better than that. Nice work.
Now here's Granger. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Toronto. Granger, a screen on Jennings. 5 to shoot.
He got caught napping. You've got to pay attention and protect the ball.
And laying it in as that one falls through. Jennings has got 9. Here's Crawford. 9 points in the game so far. Backing down is Hibbert.
Your team doesn't need that mistake. You got to be efficient.
Jones against Spaghetti. Pacers trail by 8. Ford with the ball, averaging 6 points per contest. Crawford against Jennings. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Hibbert gets the bucket.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
Here's Jennings. He's got 9. Timeout called the Bucks. Now we have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league. Look at Milwaukee. Such great technique and fundamentals.
You know what? As a group, they've been very effective. It's not one guy just crashing the boards. It's a total team effort and a team attitude with this group. That's why they rank amongst the league leaders in rebounding.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Douglas Roberts. And it's Salmons in for Michael Redd. 4 on the shot clock. Salmons over Crawford. Blocked.
Well, Kevin, they need to crash the boards effectively here.
Leads him with the pass. Ford, no luck. Bucks leading by 6. And here's Jennings. Right now averaging 17 points a game. Through contact and a whistle, and he'll go to the line.
You know, Kevin, with a healthy Bogut last year, I think the Bucks could have taken down the Hawks.
And the first one drops. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Indiana. That one misses. With Bogut, as you mentioned, no doubt he definitely needs help, but enough to make the difference in the series.
Oh, I think so, Kevin. He was playing at a really, really high level. I mean, he was posting close to 20 points a game, double-digit rebounds, a presence in the middle defensively. He was playing the best basketball of his young career, so I clearly think he would have made a significant difference in that series against the Hawks.
You've sold me. He had that ugly arm injury, too. It was hard to watch.
It sure was. When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team it. That's your only hope.
Pacers trail by 7. Crawford passes to Jones. Granger outside. Lets loose for 3. Kept sledgehammer.
That should be illegal, Kevin. That's a fantastic effort, Kevin. I mean, really, offensive rebounds are so important to helping your team win.
Clark, just look at how he used his strength to get back up and finish.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
Fires from 14. It's blocked. Here's Maggette. He had 19 points in the win against Miami. To the paint. The strong finish to throw it down, and he'll go to the line for one more. They get Danny Granger.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty to watch him just rise up and put it down.
Clark, doesn't it look like he's always having fun out there?
Yeah, he's having a party. I mean, they might need to stock a spare backboard when this guy comes to town.
And he's unable to convert here on the three-point play. Clark, thinking about the Pacers in the Central Division, 3 teams from the Central made the playoffs last year, the Cavs, the Bucks, and the Bulls. A very rugged place to play.
It is a rugged place to play, and the Pacers alongside the Pistons are the teams that did not, those two didn't make the playoffs. The Pacers had a 6-10 record against the other teams in the Central, and that's just not good enough.
Jones, no luck.
So far today, they're showing a little more effort and hustle. They've got a small advantage on the glass right now.
Crawford against Salmons. No good. And that advantage you're talking about, Clark, certainly one of the factors in this league.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. Each of those rebounds are creating another scoring opportunity for him.
Granger. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. Looking at Danny Granger, a great wing player taken out of New Mexico, taken number 17, in fact, by the Indiana Pacers, Clark, back in 2005.
Boy, and that's a great value at that pick, Kevin. I mean, he's turned into their franchise player. 2 seasons ago was his big breakthrough. He's an all-star. They run their offense through him, and he's responded, finishing 5th in the league in scoring.
Pass to Maggette. Fires top of the key. Scooped up. And Sanders throws it down.
Took advantage of a little bit of lax defense right there.
Well, those chances are usually not going to go by the wayside. Crawford outside. Stolen away.
I think this quarter particularly, we're seeing them having trouble keeping possession of the ball. Far, far too many turnovers right now.
And Clark, when you see the kind of plays where they're unable to run their offense, as a coach, you start getting concerned.
Oh, without question. I mean, you have plays set up, you know your players can run them, and then they throw the ball away. You don't like to see that. They're not concentrating, trying to make a play, but it's about court awareness, understanding not only where your teammates are, but where's the defense. You've got to be able to understand and see both.
Hibbert with a screen on Maggette. Crawford passes to Jones. Hansbrough with the screen. 4 on the clock. From deep, Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got 14 points for the game.
Great pick there. The defender was stopped in his track, and it freed up the easy basket.
Bogut kicks to Sanders. Hansbrough defending. In low to Bogut. It's tipped. Here's Salmons. Kept alive. Bogut. And a great second effort right there. He's got 14.
Great on the boards here. I mean, they're really working that glass, leading to a jump and second chance points, which oftentimes can lead to wins.
Crawford passes to Jones. Back to Crawford. He's guarded by Jennings.
They haven't adjusted to the defensive intensity they're facing, and it's resulted in far too many turnovers here. I mean, just in this quarter alone, they've been throwing it all over the gym.
Pacers trail by 8. Crawford outside. Now Hansbrough, 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
That's really a terrific look inside. Set him up beautifully.
Bucks leading by 6. Here is Jennings. From the line. Scooped up. Sanders' shot is good. 6 points for him.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter.
Crawford against Jennings. Here's Hibbert. Blocked. Good opportunity here.
And they've got a chance to push it to double digits.
Bogut backing him down. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
Bogut's low post game is really starting to round into form.
Here's Crawford. He's got 14. And so in the game for the Pacers. Crawford in at point guard. Danny Granger and Tyler Hansbrough make up the forwards. Collison is out there with Roy Hibbert. Clark, one area, though, where Bogut has room to grow, getting to the free throw line and knocking him down.
Yeah, just over 2 free throws made per game on only around 63% shooting. That's not good enough.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Andrew Bogut is from Australia, a country known for passionate sports fans, and he wanted some of that energy in the Bradley Center. So he bought 100 season tickets, gave them to the loudest, craziest fans he could find. He named them Squad 6 after his jersey number. Bogut said, "It's only 100 people, but the noise they make sounds like 1,000. It gives us some energy to feed off." Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, Doris. And Clark, Squad 6. What do you make of this?
Hey, anything you can do to create synergy between the team and its fans, I commend the young man for looking to lead by example.
He's against Hibbert. Bogut down low. 15 points in the game. Missed.
They've come out here in the third, ice cold.
One of the great surprise stories of last season was this Milwaukee team. They got a career season from center Andrew Bogut.
I certainly don't deny that. I think he played at the highest level we've seen in his short career, but there were good contributions made across the roster, up and down the roster for the Bucks. Luke Rittenauer, Ersan Ilyasova. A lot of players stepped it up for them and gained some confidence with good play.
And Mbah a Moute kicks to Jennings. Picked up by Collison. Salmons. Rebounded by Collison.
They're slumping, falling off here to start this half. Beautiful pass there to find his man streaking up court.
Here's Jennings. He's got 12. Bogut down low, covered by Hibbert. And the basket by Bogut. Here's Crawford. Pass to Granger. Collison up top.
Way too many turnovers from him in this one, Kevin.
We're just talking about his turnovers, Clark. He just doesn't look confident out there for some reason.
No, he's very shaken, he's uncomfortable, and he's unsure. And we all have days like that, even those of us that do our job pretty well. You just have to get focused and move on, try to relax, and try to get something good going for you.
And count that bucket right there. He keeps with it, and now a free throw shot for him. So we'll see Corey Maggette go to the line here. Roy Hibbert picks one up. Jeff Foster's checked in for Tyler Hansbrough. And no problem at the line here for the three-point play.
Corey Maggette having a good one. 15 points, and he's stolen the ball 4 times. What energy he's shown today, whether it's on the offensive end or on D.
Backing down is Hibbert. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
When you get a hot hand like him, it's real simple. You need to keep going with it.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. You look at the Pacers.
Kevin, this is a phenomenal defensive team. Not just good, they are excellent. They've made an awful lot of outstanding defensive plays. They're on the same page, they're aggressive, they're focused, and they pay attention to detail. That's why they keep teams from getting good shots in the paint.
Hibbert against Jennings. Pass to Bogut. It's back to Jennings. Let's go with a three. Kept alive. Bogut backing him down. Jennings. The three. Scooped up. Bogut the pass to Mbah a Moute. Over Foster. Shot's good from Mbah a Moute. And the Bucks lead by 5. And here comes Collison. He's got 9. Crawford against Salmons. Shoots it. Rebounded. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
That's how you got to play basketball, Kevin. I mean, it's about desire out there.
Yeah, that'll win some points with your teammates.
And respect, too.
Sure. Amute, a screen on Collison. Bogut backing him down. Takes it up. And good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more.
This is what this team is all about right here. They're forcing their way inside and having a lot of success. That's their identity. They're a pounded inside team, and that's what they're showing us.
Keon Dooling. He's checked in for Brandon Jennings. Here's Collison, averaging 10 points per contest. Bogut against Hibbert. Here's Foster. And there are the Pacers with another bucket. Here's Dooling. Right around, 7 minutes left in the third. Pass to Bogut. He dumps it off. Maggette outside. Bogut backing him down. The shot misses, and Indiana will go the other way with it. They'll be at home for the next game against the Bobcats. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Granger against Mbah-a-Moute. Crawford up top. 16 points for him. 3 on the clock. Mbah-a-Moute with the steal. It's 1-on-1. Goes up and doing the bucket on the assist from Mbah-a-Moute. And the Bucks lead by 6. Here is Collison. 9 points in the game so far. Crawford outside. Knocked loose.
When someone's being that careless and sloppy with the ball, they're begging for it to be taken.
And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Selmans. And stolen by Granger. And Indiana has possession. They trail by 6. Collison dishes to Granger. And the one-handed jam to finish.
A pretty finish right there, Kevin. Take it up and then throw that thing down.
He didn't have to make it special, just get the job done.
That's right. Keep it simple.
Dooling with it. On the money.
You can see it. He's playing with a lot of confidence the way he managed to get that shot off.
Selmans against Crawford. Now Foster. Pass to Collison. Here's Crawford. The shot is off.
He's not giving an inch on defense. He really bothered that shot.
Here's Dooling, covered by Hibbert. Pacers trail by 6. The kick out to Collison. Fires from 14, and that one's good. Collison's got 11 points. Bucks leading by 4. Clark-Darren Collison with a fantastic motor and waterbug quickness, but he really can defend too.
Yeah, he does an awful lot at the point guard spot and really proved his value when Chris Paul went down with the knee injury.
A different look for Milwaukee. Here's Selmans. John Selmans and Corey Maggette fill out the wings. Sanders out there with Ilyasova and Jennings. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now Selmans. Great finish in traffic. Selmans got his second bucket of the night. Collison, you may recall, also won the Western Conference Rookie of the Month award for February.
Yeah, and he's been coached by some of the best coaches when you talk about developing a point guard. He's got great athleticism. I think he's going to be a special player, Kevin.
Chance now to check out the schedule for Milwaukee. They're facing the San Antonio Spurs. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Jennings. Guarded by Crawford. Jennings against Crawford. Selmans for the 3. That's good. Selmans got his third bucket of the night.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Crawford passes to Posey. No good from three-point land. Bucks leading by 7. And here's Jennings. Here is Sanders. From 11 feet away. And another basket for Milwaukee. Here's Collison. Crawford outside. Poked away. He's guarded by Jennings. Posey with it. 4 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Crawford. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Jennings. And here's Sanders. Ilyasova. Posey covering. Jennings kicks to Salmons. And another basket for Milwaukee.
He's starting to pick up his game in this half.
Here's Indiana now. 11-point game. Crawford against Jennings. Jennings gets the reach-in call. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Sanders. And Bahamute comes in for Ilyasova. And Delfino is subbed in for Corey Maggette. Then for the Pacers, Roy Hibbert's checked in for Hansbrough. Foster comes in for James Posey. And it's Granger in for Darren Collison. Jennings against Crawford. Just 4 to shoot. Takes it up, and he dunks that one through.
Good job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
Jennings against Crawford. Jennings passes to Salmons. It's back to Jennings. Over Crawford. Jennings can't get it to go.
The D didn't respect him from that distance, and now we know why.
From about 16, kept alive. Hibbert with the screen. Crawford outside. Here's Granger. It's good.
The defender couldn't get around the pick, and his help didn't show up in time. Nice play for the layup right there.
Bucks leading by 7. Bogut backing him down. Over Hibbert. It's blocked. And Indiana has possession. They trail by 7. Kept alive. Here's Granger. Connects from in close. They narrow it to 5.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Jennings dishes to Bogut. Mbaumute up top. Crawford against Jennings. Here's Salmons. And again, the Bucks miss.
It's not been a day to remember, but if they get the win, I'm sure being the team player that he is, he'll be fine.
Foster sets a pick. Got a piece of it. It stays here. And a chance now to check out the schedule for Indiana. They'll be facing the Chicago Bulls. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Jones. Shot clock at 4. Snaps the net. That's 8 unanswered points.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He told them tone it down from three-point range. They haven't shot a high percentage from out there, and he said, hey, we've got to focus on stepping in and taking the easier shot. Let's get that going, and we'll come back to the distance shot later. Guys?
He's had a strong fourth quarter thus far, really providing his team with a lot of offense.
Hibbert with a screen on Jennings. Over Bogut. And it's Hibbert missing.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Back to Salmons. Here's Bogut. Goes up, and he lays that one up and in for two. Bogut's got 22 points. Pacers trail by 7. And it's Foster missing. Bucks leading by 7. Right side Jennings. It's dumped off. Bogut backing him down from the right block. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Well, he's lighting it up, and that surprises no one. This guy is just a dynamite scorer.
It's stolen by Salmons. And the Bucks with possession. Jennings with the bucket.
Fourth quarter with a double-digit lead. It doesn't get much better than that.
And Indiana has possession. 11-point game. Crawford passes to Hibbert. Bogut on him. Can they get it? And it's Hibbert missing.
The defense couldn't close out on the mid-range J, and the shooter made them pay.
Here's Delfino, guarded by Crawford. The shot by Bogut. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in. On offense, here are the Pacers. Trailing by 13. Kicks to Granger. Here's Hibbert. Crawford up top. Down low, Jones. Salmons covering. And the basket by Jones.
After a subpar first half, I like the way he's been much more aggressive here in the second, finding a way to hit his shots and get more shots.
Crawford against Jennings. Salmons passes to Bogut. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Hibbert. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
You guys took quite a beating in tonight's game. What was the mood like in that locker room afterwards?
Look, I know we're not supposed to talk about stuff that goes on behind closed doors, but I don't care right now. I was frustrated, man. Real frustrated. I told those guys straight out that this kind of game is not acceptable for this team. I got animated too, you know? Lots of things were said, but I think we got the situation under control now. We'll see if the message sticks when we play our next game.
Crawford, arriving earlier this afternoon, primed and ready to go. The crowd is assembled here in Indianapolis looking for a Pacers victory, and we've got it right here for you on 2K Sports. After this one game on the road, the Bobcats will head back home to Charlotte. This is the beginning. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for the Bobcats. On the floor for Charlotte, Wallace out there with Tyrus Thomas. Then it's Steven Jackson and Augustine. Guarded by Crawford. Jones against Jackson. Three-pointer Augustine.
Collison didn't make much noise until January of last season, but boy, did he make up for it.
Crawford kicks to Collison. Back to Crawford. Dumps it off. Jackson against Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Crawford. Over Augustine. Crawford, no luck. You look at Collison's numbers, like you were saying, 21-8 in February, 17-9 in March, 19 and almost 8 assists in April.
Boy, those are fantastic numbers. And you get the feeling, Kevin, that if he was getting more consistent minutes the first few months of last season, he could have had a real good look at Rookie of the Year.
We'll go to Doris Burke now, who spoke with head coach Jim O'Brien. What's the news there, Doris?
Well, Kevin, as you know, making good decisions with a basketball is always a high priority for the coach and makes all the difference for their team. As he said, they're up against a team filled with very savvy defensive players who have the ability to exploit even the slightest mistake.
Thanks, Doris. Sounds like there's some things in that defense they want to take advantage of.
I think it's all about making sure you get the most out of your 24 seconds every time down the court.
Here's Granger. It's blocked. The Bobcats with the lead. Bobcats were a better than 500 team, Clark, against the East, similar to their overall record.
And the steps they took, Kevin, were the difference in their record. They really were able to hold their own in the conference. That's why they made the playoffs.
Crawford outside. Can they get it? And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. That free throw, no good. So for the Bobcats, Clark, do you think they make a trip back to the postseason again this season?
Well, they'll certainly have a really good chance, Kevin. I think once you get a taste of the playoffs with the same nucleus of players, it makes them hungry. They work harder in the offseason. It's just a matter of staying hungry and healthy, because every team that missed the playoffs last year, they're looking to grab a place in those playoffs this year.
Wallace dishes to Augustine. And here is Thomas. He's against Hibbert. A fadeaway. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
They're really doing a nice job, a really good job of getting everything they want in this quarter. Just good, solid basketball.
Crawford outside. Back to Jones. The Hawks have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend the home court at Phillips Arena here in Atlanta. Thanks for tuning in to our Saturday night broadcast. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin and Clark here to get you started. And a change here for the Pacers. Crawford's checked in. On the court for Indiana, Crawford in at point guard. Roy Hibbert is out there with Danny Granger. Then there's Collison and Jones. Crawford against Bibby. Crawford, no luck.
You can't D up a layup any better than that. Nice work.
One thing for the Atlanta Hawks, they've been a great team at home for a few years running now, Clark.
Yeah, they have been. 34 wins last year, Kevin, and then 31 the year before that. They made the leap into a playoff caliber team around the start of that, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise that they've continued to play at a high level.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I caught up with Coach Jim O'Brien. He had so many good things to say about Joe Johnson, although he did say having to stop him was no fun. Without a doubt, he said, Johnson is one of the most talented players in the league. A guy who can do a little bit of everything out there, even play point guard if necessary. But it's his scoring that has Coach most worried. Let's see if they can contain him, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. You brought up the old Hawks. What was the difference from the old Hawks to these new Hawks? A lot of the same players on the roster.
Well, I think a couple of things, Kevin. One is just the natural maturation process that players and a team will go through. Certainly getting Mike Bibby helped them as well. I think the team just grew comfortable with itself and really made a commitment to defending and playing together at that end of the floor.
Indiana leading. This is their second outing of the season against the Hawks.
We saw them play a good game of basketball, Kevin. But when you're outmatched, your good is going up against their great. That makes it hard to win. Wow. That's the last shot he'll get in a while.
Collison against Bibby. Leads him with the pen, and he slams it home. Here's the replay on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Boy, he flushes it with such strength, Kevin.
Yeah, how about that one, Clark? He continues to top himself.
Yeah, he's outdoing himself, isn't he?
Mike Bibby out of Arizona, still a deadly shooter after all these years.
One of the outstanding strokes in the game, Kevin. Very reliable. You know, he's starting to slow down a little bit, but the one thing that never leaves a good shooter is his stroke.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Collison. No good. 11 points for him in that last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. And Smith backing in. From down low, Darren Collison pulls it in. Indiana trailing here. Defeated by the Bobcats in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
One factor that did not come into play was their impact from their top scorer.